I don't like doing politics sometimes, but when need arises, I always engage because it is my right. If they preach, it is democracy, which has killed so many people, unlike communist states, whereby everything is intact and integrity, and you can't just have that freedom to do what you think. You have to be guided by either supreme leader, which is the highest, in the entire region, or the customized native constitution, not the westernized constitution, which has flaws and creating democracy and human rights that are abusive and that nobody cares about anymore. It's like we are patronized to believe that we have to solve the Western democracy by force and with intimidations and being coerced politically. And to me, I think the Western hegemony time is over, and they will try to do many things and tactics from sanctions to, you know, instigating coups in the regions that are not implementing their democracy, and they will try political assassination like recently what happened in Serbia. The Serbian president, Mr. Fico, was going down, and the root cause is his stand on Ukraine agenda on the table. What happened in Iran, we cannot talk about it because that is something else. But now the Georgian's president, prime minister, is facing the same threat from the Congress. If he doesn't favor the Western democratic ideologies, the Congress, through Anton Blinken, said we are going to revisit the visa requirements and entitlement on how we do business. This is ridiculous. In Africa, we saw the puppet, the recent peasant puppet, Mr. Ruto, who flew to America and had to meet the hegemonized entities to discuss the future of Kenya, where recent floods eroded gains for centuries, and we didn't see America coming for the rescue. Praying a pivotal role is not going to make anything better. We need to stand with our own feet and define what we want. The Eastern Europe countries are facing the same problem. It doesn't matter what they do, they are being intimidated by the West because the leverage benchmark is to join the European Union, and they have to meet certain standards in leadership and integrity and all morals, and nobody cares anymore. Hungarian president also is creating what he call dissatisfaction policy, and he want to use his own constitution to leverage interpreting what he's supposed to do in the NATO entity because he doesn't feel obliged to send war machines to Ukraine in a long run because America cannot do it alone anymore. We are at a bipolar disgrace, and we have to understand, we as Africans particularly, we cannot be told which side to take. And me personally, as a Kenyan, I think we need to understand that future is in our hands, not in the hands of the West or in the hands of those oppressors who are advocating for hegemony and pushing gayism agendas and what is immoral in African mindset or setup on condition of to get the money from the West. We can shun development, and we do it at our own pace. We tax ourselves and regain the momentum that is needed in order for us to grow. We don't necessarily need to be forced to follow a certain path in order for us to win or to move in a certain way. This has been my, rhythm for quite some time, and I do podcasts in regards to what I wake up and feeling. And South Africa is a country that is totally dependent, and West has been trying to, bog it down and make it sing the song of the West, which I do believe is not, Liming because Africa doesn't want oppression anymore. And the Minister of Foreign Affairs in Russia recently stated clearly, those who have been entrenched into the hegemony of slavery and manipulation for generation to generation, time is up, and everyone who stands against will be, facing fierce sabotage, which is okay. Uh, Even corporations and media corporations, they can do what they can do. We are not obliged to follow the path they want us to. We have our own destiny. And our own destiny is vital because we were forced with a gun to follow their doctrines, and we have awakening ourselves, and we are regaining our customs and our cultures. And any African leader who is a puppet will not subject us to the trenches of poverty and colonialism. We are ahead of that by now. Anyway, have a good day, guys. Subscribe to the channel. I just had that thought and I realized it's important for me to let you know. Have a good day.